As more and more Hearthstone expansions get released, the amount of power creep in the game gets exponentially bigger compared to what it was back in Hearthstone Classic. But how much power creep has there been in the game? And I want to ask the viewers of this video, do you think too much power creep is a bad thing, or do you want to continue seeing Hearthstone keep expanding the power level of cards? Starting off with Chillwind Yeti, a 4-mana 4/5 vanilla neutral minion, this card has been power creeped a lot. Circus Amalgam not only decided to add taunt to its text, but it decided that it could be all types of minions just to showcase how lame the Yeti is. But the evolution continues on with cards like Groundskeeper, a 4-mana 4/5 druid and shaman card that has taunt, but this time there is a battle cry that if you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, you restore 5 health. There's also the Ice Revenant, which is an elemental, and whenever you cast a frost spell, this gains +2/+2. There was Omega Devastator, a 4-mana 4/5 warrior mech. Battlecry, if you have 10 mana crystals, deal 10 damage to a minion. This one is disgusting compared to Yeti. We have Boulderfist Ogre, a 6-mana 6/7 vanilla neutral minion, all the way back from Hearthstone Classic, that got just completely dismantled with Armored Goon and Koldara Drake, which makes Armored Goon or Koldara Drake the best card in the game, because not only is that great stats for the cost, they also have a benefit. Lord of the Arena, a 6-mana 6/5 neutral vanilla minion, got completely dismantled from Baron Scavenger, which is a 6-mana 6/6 warlock card that has taunt, 1 extra health, but cost 1 while your deck has 10 or fewer cards. Just straight on spitting on Lord of the Arena for being such a bad card. But it only gets worse from here, because we have Hammer of Naru, a 6-mana 3/3 paladin weapon, but this has a battle cry to summon a 6/6 holy elemental with taunt. We also have Hidden Oasis and Light Shower Elemental, just in case we wanted to showcase how far power creep has come for our Lord of the Arena. We have Ironbark Protector, an 8-mana 8/8 druid taunt minion, has gotten absolutely destroyed with power creep with cards like Moarg Forgefiend, which is the same thing, but now it's a demon, and if it dies, you gain 8 armor. There was also the Lich King, but this one's not as fair because it's a legendary minion. But then we also have Taint Heart Tormentor, an 8-mana 8/8 demon hunter taunt minion. That is a demon as well, but your opponent's spells cost 2 more. At least Ironbark Protector is a tree. That's the only thing it's got over the other ones.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Our beloved giant dino has, well, kind of gotten destroyed with the new core set that was introduced in 2021. Why would you play a 9-mana 8/8 with charge when you could play an 8-mana 8/8 that has rush, and after your hero attacks an enemy, this attacks it too? Or why not just play a 9-mana 8/8 that can actually just do 8 damage without killing itself, or can heal you if you need the health? Our small dino Bloodfin Raptor, a 2-mana 3/2 vanilla minion with a beast tag, well, has gotten, kind of destroyed. There is a lot of minions to pick from that has power crept this card, but no card does it better than Zephyrs the Great. But in case you absolutely hate this dinosaur, let's talk about it a little bit more. We have Astromancer Solarian, Cult Neophyte, Foxy Fraud. There is Rising Winds, Razor Boar. Do you ever just look at these old classic cards and kind of just feel kind of bad? Well, me either. Let's look at Silverback Patriarch, a 3-mana 1/4 beast that has taunt. Now, if you thought there was a lot of power creep over Razorfin Raptor, you have no idea what you're in for. We have Tar Creeper, Overconfident Orc, Phantom Militia, Stonehill Defender, and then we're not even in the class cards yet. We have Insatiable Fellhound, but I think the one that does it the most dirty is Midway Maniac, a 2-mana 1/5 with taunt. Just so simple and elegant, but it already destroys Silverback Patriarch. RIP. We also have Senjin's Shieldmaster, a 4-mana 3/5. Now this guy is pretty sick back in Classic, but unfortunately my man kind of got power crept. We already mentioned Circus Amalgam, but there's also Ashtongue Battlelord, which is the same thing, but now it has Lifesteal. We have Cell Shifter, which gives it a little bit more flexibility, and we have Thick Hide Kodo that gives a death rattle to gain 5 armor, and it's also a beast. We also have Silver Moon Guardian, a 4 mana 3/3 Divine Shield neutral minion. Now this one is a little bit more interesting because this card got completely destroyed by one class, which is Paladin. Paladin has Carriel Roam, which is Rush and Divine Shield with 1 extra attack, and whenever this attacks, you reduce the cost of a holy spell in your hand by 1. But that's a legendary, it's fine. But what about a non-legendary minion? First Blade of Rin is just straight up disrespecting Silver Moon Guardian at a 4 mana 3/5 with Divine Shield, and it has a battle cry to gain rush if this has at least 4 attack, which is not that hard. Next, we have Booty Bay Bodyguard, a 5 mana 5/4 neutral taunt minion. This card is just getting its grave stepped on with a bunch of other cards. Evil Heckler.
Your mother was a Murloc!
A 4 mana 5/4 taunt minion, which is the same thing, but 1 mana cheaper. We have Druid of the Claw, which is just a straight up better card. Spirit Guide, White Eyes. And if we want to just add this in as well, Protect the Innocent just kind of, it dunks on him. Next, we have Fen Creeper, a 5 mana 3/6 neutral taunt minion. This card got obliterated. Elder Tree Seeker is a great example of this with a 1 attack stat buff and a battle cry to reduce the cost of your Librams by 2. There's also Druid of the Claw, which is just straight up a better card. There's Greybow, which is just dunking on him. There's Gold Runt Grunt, which is the same thing, +1 health, but also has the frenzy to gain armor equal to the damage this has taken. Even spells are not safe from power creep. Arcane Explosion was a 2 mana mage spell, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions, but now we have City Tax, which is lifesteal and tradable, Condemn, an AoE that basically ranks up with mana, Holy Ripple, same idea, but your characters get healed. There's Landslide, which is the same thing, but gets doubled if you're overloaded, and Maelstrom Portal, which is virtually meta-defining in Aggro Shaman back in Ungoro. Arcane Intellect, which is one of the most notorious mage cards of all time, recently got destroyed with Acrobatics, which is the same thing, but if you play both the cards you drew, you draw 2 more. Even weapons aren't safe. After Fiery War Axe got nerfed from 2 mana to 3, we saw a wide variety of power creep since then. Fiery War Axe is a 3 mana 3/2 warrior weapon, but compared just to Eaglehorn Bow, it's just worse. We also have King's Defender, which is just an upside. There's Stormhammer, there's Whack-a-Mole Hammer, there's the Underlight Angling Rod. Basically, Fiery War Axe went from being the best weapon in the game to, well, one of the worst. In this video, I only focused on the classic cards getting power crept, but there is actually a whole bunch of other minions that got power crept in other expansions, which I will leave the list of those in the description down below. I hope you ended up enjoying the video, and if you did, I would love to have a subscription from you. You look fantastic.